Trophy hunting is all about having fun, so I decided to put together a list of games that are fairly easy to platinum and are fun to play at the same time. We've been blessed with such a wide variety of games on the PS4 that you probably haven't had a chance to check most of them out yet. This video is all about those games that you've probably heard of but might not have played for whatever reason. Maybe you thought the trophies were difficult, or that the game wasn't very good, or you've just never heard of them at all. The games on this list will be no higher than a 4 out of 10 for difficulty, but remember, everyone's skill level is different when it comes to trophy hunting. So what some people might find easy, others might find difficult, so the average difficulty rating may be a little higher than suggested for some people. The list is in no particular order of difficulty either, so hopefully this video gives you some ideas of the games that are easy to get the platinum in, but are also fun to play and have actual gameplay as well, so you won't be seeing any mayonnaise jars on this list. Number 10. Burnout Paradise Remastered. This game is just pure fun even without the trophies. There's nothing better than driving down the motorway at 200 miles per hour. Everything is a blur with streams of colour just flying through your screen, weaving in and out of traffic before inevitably crashing into an oncoming 18-wheeler. You shouldn't have any issues getting any of the trophies in this game, since most of them should come naturally, as there's only a couple you have to go out of your way for. The only trophy you might find an issue with is getting 8 people into the Wildcat Stadium. You're either going to have to boost this trophy or host a game and set it as a challenge, and hope the people in the game are willing to do the challenges. Other than that, the game is just fun driving around by yourself or with friends, and since the DLC is free with the PS4 version, it makes for a really nice 100% as well. Number 9. Rime. Rime is an adventure puzzle game by the developers Tequila Works. This was free on PlayStation Plus, but I still feel like a lot of people avoided it. However, I think the game is great and you should definitely give it a go if you haven't already, or try it again if you played it before and you didn't like it for whatever reason. You play as a young boy washed up on an island, with the main goal being to get to the giant tower in the centre. Throughout the game you go through 5 different chapters, each representing the 5 stages of grief: denial, anger, bargaining, depression and acceptance. If you're looking for a relaxing game with a great story, then this is perfect for you. You'll also have an extra platinum to add to your collection in only 3 to 5 hours. Number 8. Jak X Combat Racing. This is a combat racing game with the adventure mode being split into 4 different cups with a variety of different races along the way. The aim of the game is to win all the races and take down Mizo in order to get an antidote, as Jak and his team have all been poisoned. This game is on the list because I've noticed that most people do the trilogy and that's it. People sleep on this spin-off, but it's actually a pretty decent game. Albeit it has its downsides, like being thrown off course sometimes by the PS2 textures. However, you can platinum this game in around 10 to 20 hours and have an awesome time while going for it as well. Number 7. Oceanhorn Monster of Uncharted Seas. An action-adventure game by the Finnish studios Cornfox and Bros. You play as a young boy on a quest to discover the mysteries of Arcadia and the sea monster Oceanhorn after finding a letter from your father. The game takes you across multiple islands, each with their own puzzles and quests to complete. The story is fantastic and the artistic design is incredible as well. It very much resembles a Zelda-like game, but it's also its own thing at the same time, and to say this started out as a mobile game, it plays really well on the PS4. You can platinum the game in around 15 to 20 hours, and the only thing that might cause the time to be extended is the fishing, of course. What game doesn't have fishing that extends the platinum time? Other than that, sit back and enjoy the game. Number 6. Fear. First of all, you might be wondering why on earth I just called it Fear. Well, that's actually how it's pronounced according to the developers.
Fear. Fear. Fun. Fear.
Anyway, onto the game. This is an action-adventure game where you control a fox-like creature tasked with defending the forest from the silent ones. Fear can use its voice to sing and gain the help of other creatures and objects. The creatures can also teach you new songs which will help you navigate further through the forest. This game has the least number of trophies on the list with only 13, however they are all silver, gold and of course the platinum. There are a couple of missable trophies in this one, so it might be advised to take a quick glance at a guide if you don't want to play through the game a second time round. Number 5. Need for Speed Rivals. Another racing game on the list, but I feel it deserves a spot on here since it's been avoided by many gamers for various different reasons. I personally enjoyed the game, however, you need to get to level 60 for both the racer and the cop, and this can be very tedious at times. Be aware this one feels quite different to other Need for Speed games in the series. Other than that though, the game is pretty enjoyable and can be done in just 20 to 25 hours, with only a couple of the trophies requiring other players. You're asked to bust a friend as a cop and beat a friend as a racer. This is easily boostable and takes no longer than 10 minutes. Number 4. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5. This is the first Tony Hawk's game to be released on the PS4 and it takes me right back to my childhood. I remember playing the original Pro Skater games when I was a child and just comboing all over the place, and this game feels very similar to the old ones as well. If you were a fan of the series when you were younger, then you'll feel right at home playing this game, and the game isn't very well regarded by some players, but personally I really enjoyed it, and going for the platinum was tough at times but still definitely doable if you put the time in. Although some trophies are a bit of a grind, no pun intended. There are only a few online trophies, mostly to do with creating and liking other players' created skate parks. Other than that, you should enjoy this blast to the past, and hopefully they recreate the Underground series someday as well. Number 3. Ratchet & Clank. When I first learned that this game was coming out, I pre-ordered it straight away. Being a person that used to play every Ratchet & Clank available to me as a kid, and loving every second of it, you can only imagine my excitement when I noticed this on the PlayStation Store. The game is set at the same time as the original, but is shown from a different point of view. While a lot of people didn't like this game, I personally thought it was great, and the trophy list is as simple as it gets as well, with only 2 trophies to look out for on your way to getting the platinum. The first trophy is Safecracker, which is simple enough. You just need to make sure you don't auto-hack any of the Trespasser puzzles for a full playthrough, and the second trophy is Death by Disco. You get this one by getting all the enemies in-game to dance by using the Groovitron. This is easier to do in your challenge mode playthrough, so you can do every enemy from the very beginning, so you have all your weapons from the previous playthrough. You can use a guide for this, or you can just chuck the disco ball at anything that moves. The choice is up to you. It also has all the great things from the originals too. Satisfying platforming, witty comedic writing, and the great weapons to choose from as well. If you haven't played this game yet, go and check your library of games. If you added it to your library, which you should do with all 3 games anyway, download it and get it played. Number 2. South Park: The Fractured But Whole. I'm a massive fan of South Park, so any game they make I'm sure I'll enjoy. This is the sequel to The Stick of Truth and shares many of the game's traits, but also improves on a lot of things such as the combat. For example, adding more tiles for you to move onto to make it more of a tactical fight, rather than just exchanging hits every turn. Varying movesets from different classes and allowing more exploration during the game. Along the way to get the platinum, you'll have many laughs and enjoy some of the inside jokes if you're a fan of the series, and the platinum should only take around 15 to 20 hours as well. Number 1. Final Fantasy 15 Pocket Edition HD. I was debating whether or not to add this game to the list, but I felt like I should do, with the original game soon to become unobtainable due to the multiplayer DLC server closure. You can still get the platinum in the game, but the DLC will no longer be available, meaning you can't get the 100% anymore. So this version of the game is even easier than the already incredibly easy original. However, it removes some of the monotonous grinds, such as running around for 3 hours for the Gladiolus trophy and the dreadful fishing trophy as well. The game is pretty much the same, but it's a cartoony version and has some things unique to the version as well, such as treasure hunting and fetch quests. The game also unfortunately eliminates the open world aspect, making it more of a story focused game, which can be a good thing or a bad thing depending on what type of gamer you are. This is the perfect game for people who don't have time to dedicate to the original game, as this one only takes around 20 hours to get the platinum in. And like I said before, this will be the version you can get 100% in, so everyone who's going for 100% accounts who may have been annoyed by the multiplayer DLC stopping you from putting this one on your list, this is a great alternative, and I'm personally going to be getting this platinum myself in the future as well. And that's it for this video then. I plan to keep this series going for a while, so if you know any games that not many people have the platinum for, or you think deserve some more exposure, feel free to comment them down below, and I'll add them to the next video. Hopefully you all enjoyed, and sorry I haven't uploaded for so long. I've been trying to make a few upgrades to the setup for what I can afford. The audio quality for this video should be a bit better than my older videos as well. I've got some exciting videos and series coming in the new year, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of the uploads. I'm also going to leave my Twitter down below so you can follow me there. One other series I'm going to be doing, I'll be asking for questions for certain people every now and then, so if you want to be a part of that, just follow me and reply to the tweet when I put one out. Next year I'm going to be putting out a ton of videos. I'm going to start working on a proper schedule as well, so you can expect videos on certain days. I might get another video out before Christmas, but in case I don't, I want to wish you all a Merry Christmas, and I hope you enjoy your time over the Christmas period as well. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video.